Welcome to Stephen Johnson's Stocks. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for going all through the torture that I've been through recently. I mean, nice little green week. I mean, I took the first few days off because I was busy with advertising and I didn't want to fuck anything up after last week when I lost a bit of discipline. And I also wanted to just write some rules down and ingrain them and read them every day over and over. So I've got them right in front of me. Basically, no alcohol ever while trading. Number one, manage your position size half pre, half open, because that's generally the strategy. I'm shorting stuff, gapping craps at the open, so I never want to be in more than half size. Three, be very careful with conflicts of interest. Like today's HK, it wasn't the earnings winner, so I had to be extremely careful. Actually, you'll see I just took early profits on it and I shortened right near resistance levels. Being careful with me sizing and the inevitable of it breaking higher day and squeezing. Be careful also in that it's don't short hot sectors. Don't watch for shorts getting trapped when it flips red to green. Watch for 52-week highs. You shouldn't really be shorting conflicts. So I was twisting a rule there already. Four, what's the plan? Stick to it. Five, never flip flop. And by that I mean never go short then go long, or in a split second. I mean, I think you should have a definitive plan to say this is my thesis, and if you flip flopping with penny stocks, I don't think your overall thesis is good enough. I mean, that's it for me. CHK was a very good short in the end. It's testing the dollar. It looks like it's going to snap. So I played it way too safe, but I don't think it's about to snap a dollar. I don't think anyone ever went broke by taking profits, as the expression goes. Let's go into the live CHKE action. So this is CHKE. Let us turn WhatsApp off. Samira's cat's died, bless her. And it's an interesting one because there's a lot of mixed signals. I mean, I took 32 bucks on it, but there's a lot of mixed signals. In terms of I mean, it's an earnings winner. But in terms of technical analysis, you'd think if it was an earnings winner, and I was just looking in the company's actually overall profitable in recent years, but it's also it's not in the best industry. It's in like retail, which isn't the best industry because all of retail is doing kind of failing, especially these longer term countries because of the internet. It's got a lot of resistance in the kind of the 129s. For being an earnings winner, it's traded a couple of million. It'll probably trade about 5-6 million today, but it's not really like, it's not trading 10, 15, 20 mil. And really, I mean, if it's traded 14 mil on this day and it's gone from the 60 cents to the 90s, I mean, that's probably, it's like 50-60% or whatever. And it's only going to trade, probably based on the volume it's trading today, 5 or 6 million, then it's not really likely that it's going to get through these kind of resistance. And this is resistance with volume as well. Generally, it's going to be a bit tough to beat these kind of levels. Because generally to beat a resistance level, you need kind of either to gradually incline towards the level, or you need like blowout volume, if you know what I mean. You can't just gap up 30-35% and then blow through. You need big volume to blow through resistance with volume, or you need to be like trading like next to this line, another day of consolidation, then it blows through. But it's unexpected that it'll get through unless like it has big volume or it squeezes. So I was in this, I played it short because it's retail and the sector is generally dying, and because the stock historically just constantly gives back its gains, big wick, longer term chart is just a big failure, but it is an earnings winner, and it is the top percent gainer. So, I mean, I was a little bit, and I mean, pre-market it looked really strong. I mean, it could have blew, and when it traps shorts like this in this area and then grinds back up, like, that's a bit of a scary sign because there's nothing else in play today, and you know there's a few shorts in it, so it just needs some higher day buyers, some shorts trapped, then people start re-shorting it. The float's only 12 million. It's an earnings winner. It has the potential to go wrong, this. So for me, took very small size in the 120s. I was willing to add in the 128s, 132s, and then I was going to cut 135. But it just never got up there, which is fine. And then as it was kind of consolidating here and coiling and making this kind of, you can actually see like bottoms, higher, low, it's kind of held this higher low now, so it's not over yet. It could kind of ramp up. It all depends now is if it can either, it's in a channel, right? So we've got this descending triangle. If this turns into a flag and it pops up because there's actually some support under here, we don't know how much support's underneath here. So if it falls through the support and the shorts win, it's over. I think that's the trend broke from the day. This is the pivotal point in the day. But if it can push, if there is momentum, if the earnings are good, because it's all a game, we don't know. We don't know what dip buyers are below, what the kind of the big kind of institutions are thinking. We're just guessing what retailers are doing, like what I'm doing. So I took profits here when it was coiling, just took it off to be safe. I would have been very panicky here, so I just did the right thing. Just trying to get back over PDT. Right now, we're just going to see if it's going to dip. Is there going to be dip buying? If there's not, and it doesn't double bottom off the 110, it's probably going to go back to the 105s. If it can perk here, or if it can hold this higher low that it's made, because it's made this higher low from the 109s to the 112s, then there's a chance that shorts are going to get scared and cover. People are going to buy what will become an ascending triangle break, because there's nothing else going on today. So you might get this break here. So let's just see what happens. We'll leave it running sped up, and we'll see. But I mean, for me, I took a very careful trade. And the other thing is, it's like if you're shorting in the 119s and you're adding the 125s, 26s, and you cut a bit further above, you'll probably have about a 124, 125 average. You might lose 5 or 6 cents, but if you've got a 124, 125 average, and it goes to the 105s, that's like 20 cents. Yeah, there's no support yet. So now's the test. Will it fall through the 109s, or will the wick get bought back up? Now you see the dip, you see the 5,200, 6,200, 10,000 on the 10,000 there, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 on 109 on the bid. It's gone through though. Yeah, that's the crack. It's gone. There were some dip buys, 18,000 at 106. People are dip buying this. Yeah, look. There's the wick. It tried to fall through, but it couldn't quite fall through. This level's a real test for it now. Nah, it's done. It's gone. Is it? This is the pinnacle. If it can't get bought up here, there's no dip buyers, and it's done. There is some bid support. I mean, undoubtedly it will be. There'll be shorts covering and there'll be dip buyers. Another 14,000 at 106. Bid's a lot heavier than the ask. It's not like people are running for shelter here. People I think shorts are wanting to get out of this because they're a bit scared. It's not falling apart. 11,000 on the ask. Defining moment. 20,000 there nearly on the bid. Nah, it's all over. Everyone's give up. And that's the end. So I mean, I was holding, yeah, God, 103. I mean, I was playing it safe because it was an earnings winner. But ultimately, and I don't like this coin, and it could have slammed through high of day. But if you'd have respected risk as the high of day instead, which is probably more of a sensible thing to do, because I mean, I think just covering because something might happen isn't totally correct. But I'm under PDT and I'm just trying to get myself back over 25,000. But I think your correct cover is the 120s when it coils here, and it never broke it. So the lesson here is respect your trend lines ultimately. But I mean, there's also no harm in playing it safe for me. It's not. I don't think it's a great short. I think it's a 3-star setup. It's not a 4-star. It's not a 5-star. So I played this one safe. Don't regret it. I mean, because if it had blew through, I would have fucking killed myself. So I really don't regret playing it safe. Thanks very much for watching, and from many of you who've been following me for a few years, you've seen a year of losing, you've seen 8 months of winning, then you've seen another 4 months of losing. And for me, yeah, green week made like 30 bucks, barely traded because I was just waiting for the right setups. And it's all about just developing good mental habits, good discipline, good processes, and then the minute it goes wrong, which sometimes it does, the minute I'm breaking rules a bit, I'm just going to take a couple of days off and reevaluate. It's all on the wall. I read them about 3 times a day. I've never took it so seriously. So here we go again. You've seen the villain, the loser. You've seen the hero. And now it's time to rebuild and be the hero again. Peace. Live the dream.